Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Long Dark, to my As the Dead Sleep challenge. So, we're in the Quonset. Had a little bit of a sleep. Woke up, it's the morning. Last night there was a wolf outside, so we're going to have to figure out what we do to get out of here. Come up with a plan. Now we did all that checking. Did I file anything away? I don't think so. Did leave a bunch of stuff over here. So, I've only really lit the lamp to kind of get myself back in the groove and have a look around. Familiarise myself. Now, it's not quite light enough to do any reading, but it wouldn't be far off. Now, a little bit of lantern fuel. Not sure if we're going to bother to bring that other jerry can with us. We can fuel up on that, no problem. Don't really want to sit here burning all of that too badly. But let's just consider the stuff we have on us. So, a lot of coal. Fair decent amount of tinder plugs. Now, we have not read that. I'm a little bit interested in the wilderness kitchen stuff, because if we get extra cooking means better efficiency on the calories, so it's not such a bad thing. We're going to use up those water purification tablets. Could do a little bit of clothing repair. Now, food is a decent amount. Running low on the cattails. I had considered going back up Bear Creek on the way out of here, but we want to go out through Cindy Hills coal mine, so that's a big detour just to get maybe a dozen cattails, maybe more like 20, I'm not sure. It's low resource availability on this, so not 100% sure how that works out. But yeah, we can't dally around too much. Now, one thing we can do is, if we can find our way out of here, that's the fire barrel. Over here should be the door somewhere. There's the door. Got to find it again. Hang on. Where's that window? If the window's there. We need to duck down just in case there's a wolf out here. But yeah, if it's got a free run, we can get to the other house and loot that in the cold of the morning. Having a listen. Don't hear any wolves. Can't hear footsteps. Doesn't necessarily mean that we're out of the woods on that. Now, some people say that the doors attract the wolves, but hasn't been my experience up till now. You can always get new things to learn. Now, it probably is light enough to do either some clothing repair up to grand 13 degrees. We'll get a 0.3 out of upping that. Everything else is in good shape apart from that sweatshirt. And probably just about eke out a half a degree if we repair these up. So I might do that. Just wait till we get a little bit more light outside. It was light enough to make a dash for it, but this is the Quonset, you know. Oh, we got up to 14 degrees there. Just double check our clothing. We had about 8 pieces or something. 5 pieces. So we do want to get to that other house. Now, I mean, I do have a flare gun, so I can probably make a dash for it. But
thank goodness. Made it through another night.
don't want to use resources willy-nilly just for the sake of it when I wouldn't have to. Trying to still be a little cautious. It's a really noisy place. Here's some wolves out on the ice. Alright. Couple of sticks, why not? We got heavy. Some loud wind. Okay, so we'll light this up. Thing behind. Hey.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
The leather off those should be reasonably quick to get. Dusty. It's all good. Probably should eat shortly as well.
I think I can use this.
No. We don't want to carry it. Right. Let's not do something like that. Let's stay on target. Sometimes you think you see things, but it's just the knots in the wood. Alright, let's do this quickly. Alright. Quickly scout around with the lamp on. More accelerant. Probably should start burning some of that. No. Oh hey, my first
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
cup of herbal tea. Starting to think they weren't in this mode at all. Don't think we actually want that. Might do it.
Drop any of this gear.
Might do the rest of this in the dark. Let's quickly glance in there. Alright. It's not that dark. Which means we don't need to see into corners, so... Yeah, we did say that there wasn't anything. Alrighty. So what we're probably really waiting for is for the wind to die down and the day to get warmer. And to hopefully not be stuck here with a blizzard. So let's have a look at our food options. Dog food we can't heat up, and it's heavy, so we'll eat the dog food. Need to remember to drop those cans. Now, Probably didn't need to pick up those sticks we had before. Can we... Can't make anything there that's useful. Why would I harvest that when I can just drop it? 10 minutes to harvest that. Be either a repair for the boots. Now this sounds like a full-on blizzard now. Probably actually sleep for 2 hours. Rather than read or anything like that. Sounds like it got mildly better. Can actually sleep for another hour, I think. See if it goes away completely. Alright. There we go. Nearly middle of the day. See if we can get a mag lens fire. Maybe a bit foggy. Where's the wind protected side? It's not this one. And it's not this, it is this one. Still not an emergency, so I will just stow those for the moment. Now my game is set to auto update, so this should now be on version 1.71. We are going to cook a fresh coffee. Now it's a bit weird, but I'm actually going to cook that cup of tea in there. So while that's going, just staying ducked down in case of bear. Oh my goodness, sewing primer and a sewing kit. Not sure I actually really need either of those. Ah, it has to be heated again. Alright. Seems pretty windy for a torch. Tell you what we're going to do. Just wanted to wait here a few minutes just to warm up a little bit more, but we'll drink that. And now we'll try and skedaddle out of here. Now, I'm just about being jumped by the bear coming over this bit before. But it is not this day. So we're looking at -10, and there's a little bit of breeze. I can hear the bear, just probably going down this road. I'll just get over this little tiny rise. Oh, he's going the other way. All good. There's his tracks, heading away from us. So down here will be a deer carcass, should we want it, at the huts. There's some other huts just up over this rise as well. How far is this next hut? A little bit further than I thought. It's just up a little bit further. Can probably do both. Can probably just check these huts, then get that deer carcass and duck back up. A little bit of a backtrack to get back to these. Just up here though. Could have gone over the rise. Now I would have taken a torch off that fire I had, except usually I like to run out of there with the flare pistol still going. So I wonder if there's a tiny bit of food in here, or it was a little bit of a waste. One book for future firelighting. Secret candy bar. Not that I can see. Nothing I can see. Alright. Next cabin, then hopefully onwards to the deer. Warming up expired, which means our coffee is probably also banged up. We will probably eat that tonight or one of the nights. Speaking of eating, need to eat again soon. Already had a good look under things. Definitely got that. Oh. Alright. Colossal headwind. If that... Nah, it did go cold. No matter. Alright, so there's the wolf sort. Probably could have just stayed over on this road a little bit more. I think this takes us almost straight down to the carcass anyway. Oh, this headwind. Now, this is a bit of a tricky deer to get if it's ridiculously windy. Now, does this tree and this snowbank give us the coverage we want? Could really easily turn on us,
Come on, little fire.
as the game is wont to do.
Wait, that didn't work.
Oh, let's just... Oh no, we won't... We'll use that. Come on, before we get cold.
Perfect.
Now, I'll probably just chuck a piece of coal on that. Put half a litre. Two of those. Wind is going to want to change. Let's get the... Which one is the bigger piece? You are. So we'll do you. Stay crouched, thank you. Oh, it's a teeny tiny piece. Well, we might as well cook up one of those as well.
I'm starving.
It's a good thing we're putting food in your gob then. Let's get one of the worst ones. When an 83% torch is your worst one. Okay. Now I could duck around the corner. In fact, I might duck around the corner just a little bit up to the next row of huts, because it is currently a nice day, and then we can go up to that little one, and then we can go get up into the mine. So what is dead up ahead? That'll be a man under a bridge, I would say. Yes. We're actually 4 degrees positive warmth with this torch at the moment, which is pretty awesome. So we won't find any deer or any rabbits here, but did we pick up all of our oh, I probably didn't pick up my I didn't pick up my curing stuff on the ground in the Quonset. And I really don't want to go back. And they were nearly done too. I don't really want to double back. By the time we can actually make any arrows, they will be cured anyway. Just from, you know, the time it would take us to get a gut that we could put anywhere that's worthwhile having. Couldn't have lasted the, what am I doing? Couldn't have lasted the 30 seconds more to get in here, could you? Torch. Secret candy bar, anybody? No. Just a broom in there. the mixtape on the shelf. There's anything secretly hiding under there. Now, oh, it is still hot. We'll drink that. Now, I'm not sure how much warming up benefit that gives you if that's just about to go cold. It gives you full warming up, which is good enough. Nothing up top, nothing else hiding. Alright, let's get out of here. No, we're going to drop that actually. So shame I forgot my birch, but no backtracksies. It's probably how you die in this mode. Got more of this wind coming straight out of the wall. It's still 1 degree warm if we're in the wind shade. Decided we were still heavy. And overburdened with cheese error. Tends to want to get me every time. Even cheese error just by itself often wants to get me. It's not that much of a hindrance anymore, we're just having to bandage it, but preferred not to have to put up with it. Okay, I actually am gonna like this because I'm a little bit sick of taking too long looking in all the corners. So speaking of corners, there's a stale beef jerky. So far we seem to be finding a good deal of food on this mode. It's definitely not as stingy as the full dead man mode. Can opener. Are you any better than the one I have? 82%. Where do you live? 63. Drop you. Alright. So sprain risk. which 100 mils of water doesn't fix. Oh, it should do. Yeah, we're light now. By 5 grams. Yep. Got the orange gun out just because of this corner up here. The coffee didn't really last as long as I would have thought. Won't be going to the tower. Not worth the time. A box of matches. Maybe a piece of food, but maybe also a wolf on the way that we'd have to convince. We had a day pass to get by. Okay. I was hoping that was a can of food, but it's just more accelerant. Coal, coal, coal. I'll leave the stuff in the case, or the crate. Pick a few bits up off the floor, and at least drop them at the other end. So how many pieces do we have? 15. I don't think it's worth our while really going too crazy with them. Now this one is just a loop. That's a dead end. Left some coal on the floor. Not going to worry too much about it. Now, do we get a stim in here?
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I think the stim is usually on the shelf if you're going to get it. So I don't think we get one. Don't think it turns up anywhere else if it's not there. Unless I'm mistaken. I think that's one of the few stims on Interlooper that's decidedly random. No squish guy for us to loot. Another hacksaw. What are you, 90% hacksaw? Stale beef jerky. How are we off for water? 1.5 litres. Definitely nothing. have another good torch for
This'll
me.
come in handy.
100%. I'll move a few of these. Encourage a respawn, but I don't think we are in any danger of being able to use all the stuff that we got out of here. Or even carry it. Sounds windy out there. Yeah. Pleasant Valley Welcoming Committee. Spoiler, it's the wind. Stale nuts. Alright. So, getting to the end of the day, we're not even really tired. We could get further along, but how much further? And what's our route? I mean, I would think more driving gloves to tear down.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Let's just put that out anyway. Okay. So, we definitely don't need that extra can. Sewing primer. Probably not going to really need that. We're going to read some books. See, again, that's only going to get us part way to 2. It's potentially worth doing, but it's also heavy. So are we staying here the night? If we're staying here, we need to drop those to cure. Now let's not sure, can you get sick from stale beef jerky? Now, I dare say it's blowing a full blizzard, but we're just going to check. It is not. And it's not. It's windy as hell. Might be a bit mad for trying to continue a little bit, but should at least be able to get down to that first other little cave. If we have to spend the night there, then so be it. Now the route I'm thinking is actually going straight to Timberwolf, not going to the barn for the stim yet. I think we'll come back that direction. I don't think you can actually get... Yeah, I'm going to end up coming back down to the same part anyway. So yeah, the cave is in all behind this next rise. I think if you're clever, you can jump over these rocks. Seems like the wind is trying to die off. As I step into one of the caves, my superstition tells me is a hey, it's ridiculously dark, but is a blizzard cave. But
It's dusk, so I can't be far behind.
yeah. So, with that going, we were actually gaining. We have a lot of 100% torches, so hoping out of the wind, we'll probably gain a little bit. Now, how close to dusk are we, and how close to being sprung by an aurora are we? That's the real question. Clear night. Well, listen out for the music. Let's see if it's going to start to tell us that we're going to have issues. That's not the music that will tell us that we're going to have issues. But it could be coming. Now I'm not sure what the mechanic is currently with the wolves and torches and fires. I think in 1.71, actually I think it's even 1.72 now, is that they're sort of afraid again. I was watching a new YouTuber, he's been on the forums for ages, Jeff Peng. I saw that Loonsloon had already found him. But Jeff Peng knows the game pretty well and is doing a little bit of science on how the wolves have been behaving. He's usually reporting on it in the forums quite a lot. And but yeah, he's just started recording episodes and other little bits and pieces. So yeah, Jeff was showing that they are somewhat afraid of it now. Alright, we're heavy again now. But that's probably partly because of why. Because we're getting tired, but we're also half a kilogram over. Now, I think the wolf can hang out over here as well. I'm just going high through all of this to avoid a confrontation if possible. Sure what happens if you go up this high. I'd never come this way. Oh, thank you, heart attack bird. Well, I'm astounded we didn't get ourselves a sprain on that bit. I don't want to speak too soon, because we'll probably trip over a small stick up here and sprain 4 things. Oh, there's that heart attack bird again. So I dare say we can get up to the... Oh, hang on, we have to find a path through this. I think this is all new. I'm not sure there was a full road before. I know you can go this way through this, past this cave. Yeah, the deer here. We should probably eat that. Let's try to grab a few extra sticks. Somewhere near the tree? Or am I better off doing it? Guess we're doing it there. 3 accelerants. That will save a little bit of weight.
Right on.
You know what? I'll add a piece of the coal. Half a litre. Okay, so our torch did just get blown out. Hopefully the fire is not. Our fire is blown out.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
We'll just get in here. Can't see anything. We shall do that. Oh, we blew a piece of coal, but oh well. Oh, let's grab the worst one.
Come on, little fire.
Piece of coal will do it for us. So. Cook up another little bit. Could probably still make Mystic River tonight. 23. It would be cold out there, but with some warming teas, we should be able to make the jaunt just up around the corner and through that river to the Mystic River Cave. Much warmer cave to sleep the night away in. Does sound windy as hell out there though. So, first things first, is it going to be an aurora out there? Currently not, and there's a lot of brightness. It is ludicrously close to the end of the episode, but you know what? We will actually drink that. So apparently, like, the torches are fully random now in the update notes. I don't think we can have the turkey spot on the old fire anymore. It is coming in darker. All the nice moonlight I thought I had. It's gone away. We're heavy, but I think we're down to about 3 sticks. I like having a few. Sticks make me feel comfortable. We'll use a slightly better one than 17%. Here we are at the campgrounds. We'll get into this cave, and I think we'll call that the end of the episode. Just past the hour. Not that I'm super strict on it, but I usually try and have the aspiration of only hour long. And we got a lot of reishis we can start harvesting up, I think. Which means then we can start boiling some more up and drinking some more and using them. Check. Been a while since I thought I looked at my bedroll, so okay. Stick. Alright. So, let's get in here. Alrighty, so we'll call this the end of the episode. Thanks for coming along on the adventure, and we'll see you in the next one. Alright, bye.